Yes, you're reading it right. Perfect World Mobile is already available for download for both Apple and Android users. Of course, we cannot forget about Android users, that I am using an iPhone because that is my phone. So I just wanted to share my first impression as the first time MMORPG player. This is my, character customization as well as the first few gameplays that I have done. I haven't played any MMORPG, so I will not be comparing it with any other, but I'll be telling you how the game experience was, and maybe this is going to be a bit more inclined to iOS version of Perfect World. So I have here my character. So I've named my character Katsu Sakurai because I cannot use Katsuragi Sakurai for this one. And this is the intro to the Perfect World. So as a Vulpine class, this is going to be one of the first few quests that I will be in. So once you re-enter the server, so I am in server 3 already because it's already so full. Although I have really watched out for the notifications, but apparently this is really a popular game, and I cannot really argue. As you can see, the graphics is really nice, details are on point. It looks like you are traveling in a different country, and in this world, this is a perfect world. This is the continent of the different classes. At the start, you're going to be asked to select your camera mode. It's either 2.5D or 3D, but this can be changed on your screen while you're playing. 2.5D is actually better in some of the quests that you're doing, but for fighting, maybe you would rather choose 3D, especially when you're flying. And here you go, different hues for the games. It depends on which one is more aesthetically pleasing for your eyes. It would be different from different phones, of course, because we have different resolutions. White balance of your phone would also affect this. So I am choosing uh, the Wuxia filter. So when you have chosen your filter, you are just this is going to be a tutorial for all throughout the gameplay on how you're going to use the different tools as well as the quests. And to be honest, I find it helpful to have like the pathfinding automatic, semi-automatic. I'm not sure how it is with the computer, of course, but for someone like me who doesn't really know how to read a map, this is a big help for me. So I just, as you can see here, I didn't know how to where to point my camera. I have my joystick on the left side and also my scale on the right. So this scale would just build throughout the quest. So you are going to learn a few more skills when you learn it from different quests and different guides. So you're going to have like different quests, like M for your main quests, O for your oracle, and many others. So there will also be some guide quest for like team plays. Let's speed this up because we don't need to read it. You're just gonna read it when you're already playing the game. So I keep on going back and forth to the mail because I don't know. I really don't know how to navigate through this because I have opened that window while before we talked with the guide, so it keeps on appearing every now and then. But honestly, I might be also doing something wrong in here because I don't know. So that is my first mission, the beginner's battle 1. I'm going to fight with this Venus flytraps, and I will be getting different items in here. Some of them are going to be useful for refining equipment, or refining means to level up your equipment. Sometimes they, not sometimes, but they will add to your damage for each of the item. You can just upgrade the item itself through refining, and it will also have like different effects, of course, but you can also get a few more items from the dungeons or the quest that you are going to do. The runs for the different cities or places here in Perfect World would give you different items that you will need. So if you, for example, need a few items for your refinement of a certain equipment, you would have to go to that run just for a chance to get one of those items. But if not, you can always buy in the market, but it takes a lot of ingots. Ingots. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but there we go. So I am suited up. I was given this new, yes. So it is just such a long talk for the beginning of this game. So my next mission is to tame a pet. Here we have haggles. Haggles you can tame as many as you want, but for the purposes of this mission, of course, you can only just tame one. It depends on your level as well if you can acquire more pets. So I mentioned while I was playing this one that it it's like also a Pokemon where you're going to capture or tame some Pokemons, but this time it's Haggles in here. You can choose, actually you can choose the appearance of your pet in one of the places here. I just forgot what it's called. Yeah, and then you can use it to fight with golems and other creatures. Just activate the pet or summon them. If not, you can always just recall them so that they are not going to follow you around. But they are quite useful, especially if you are someone who doesn't have like that big of a damage just yet, since we're just starting the game. And then another long talk from the guide. He looks like King from Tekken 4. Not really just Tekken 4, but from Tekken. It reminds me of him. Yeah, I don't know where to go. And I don't know where to click, but you're just basically just going to click on the guide if you want to talk to him, or just go closer so that you can speak. As you notice, when I click on the skills on the right, I have the 3 skills that I've learned from the guide already. You can do this just for XP, or if you want to like gain more coins or spirits. Sometimes you are going to be given spirits for farming. So if you're playing League of Legends, this is like also farming just to gain more experience as well as buffs. It's going to be useful for that. And also, if you are going to level up, you will increase your attack damage, and would also help you learn a few more skills. But not as low as this XP though. So this is just a waste of time. I don't suggest you doing it. But if you wanted to look around the place and see if there are anything that you think is productive. I just thought that maybe they are going to be cleared up, but I'm wrong. I can just go directly to the place that I need to go. You don't need to. Just tap on the quest so that it would find the path to the person or the place that you need to be. So this is just another long talk, so let's just move forward. Honestly, I'm so impressed that they are writing scripts for the characters and the guides. It is really well written. Honestly, it's impressive. Well, that is my impression though, being the first timer for this type of games. So this time around, my quest is to tame a horse so that I can ride it while I go to different places. So I'm choosing a white horse, but I don't know how to. I just so I keep on going round and round, and I even attacked a Venus flytrap again. I hate those plants, but yes, here I would definitely be able to find that out. So I just keep on clicking or tapping on the quest so that it would lead me to where I'm supposed to be. And this is just the place. I just have to go near the horse and click on the horse so that this would appear. So I just need to, there we go. A hand icon would appear in there so that I can tame the horse. Horses are all the same. It's just different in appearance. So I just wanted a white horse because I have white hair. So for me to tame it, I need to do this game. So when you reach the highlighted one, you need to click on the direction of the arrow. And I will be failing so many times in here. This is just like a simple dance revo game. Dance revo for your fingers though. There you go. I finally figured it out. I didn't know because I did not read the instructions. That is the reason why I am suggesting that you read everything that is written in there. And also before you start a quest, just to read what's wrong with me. Why can't I just do that? Our school taught us how to do it. And this is the reason why they're preparing us to play the perfect world. Alright, so I need to ride on it. If I could. If I will be figuring out that I just need to tap on the horse. So yes, just click on it. Yeah, I didn't know how to ride one. And I'm just going to a different horse. That is the reason why I just can click on it, because I haven't tamed this one yet. Yes, there you go. That's the right horse. Yes, and my character is even celebrating with me. And that is also one of the things that I really like about this one. It's interactive. Yeah, and I can finally ride on it. On left side of my screen, I can just like tap on the horse icon in there so that I would be mounting to the horse. Just picking this one up since this is just going to be another mission where I have to go somewhere. At the start of the game, you would only have like one quest at a time, but as it progresses, you will just have like this many different daily quests that you have to do. So this is the next clip where I can show you that you can take photos, decent photos of your character. If you have given like these suits for a mission, you can just click on it, find that camera icon, and you are even going to choose your zoom lenses here. You have to give access to perfect world in order for it to save your pictures or photos in your cell phone's album. Yeah, so another clip that I will be showing you would be when you join dungeons with a party. So you can just ask for anyone to accept your application. You need to choose which dungeon, of course, or runs, places and then see if there are any parties available in there, just so you can also do your quests. This would give you a lot of XP, especially if you are in parties. I am manually fighting the boss, I mean the monster here. You can click on your skills and then it's going to cool down and it would show you how many seconds you have to wait until you cast it again. And then I'm just clicking on heal because that is the only thing that I can do actually. This is like a very dramatic um, animation, what your party can do when you're fighting with the bosses, like the Inferno, the Thunder Crush, and then finally you are going to defeat the big boss. And then after that, you're going to receive many items. It depends on what you would be getting. Yeah. As per usual, like a conversation before and after a mission. Okay, so finally we have come to like the actual first impression part of this video, wherein I will be telling you how I felt about it. If I'm going to keep the game in my phone, or I'm just going to uninstall it right away. But for comment the song title down below. For to set the record straight, I'm going to keep this game for I'm not sure how long, but I find it quite addictive actually, that I wanted to level up from like I really wanted to level up the characters so that I can refine some equipments. I can like suit up myself, use a new stuff, use the cloak that I have just recently collected from a dungeon. So that is one thing, and it's also fun that you can do a lot of things like taking a picture of your character, taking a picture in a nice view, and do some dances. So later on, at the end of this video, you're going to see one of the happy dances of your characters. I'm sure that it's going to be different from character to character. So for Vulpines and also Vulpines and Barbarian, of course, I think that's going to be different. And the gameplays when going to like different dungeons, it's also a lot of fun, as you can see the characters and I mean the bosses, and how we are going to go to that place. I am not sure just yet. It is not that intuitive as I thought it would be, because we have a map, but I am not sure where to go when we say it's the abandoned city. If I wanted to go there, I can see it in the map, or at least I don't know how to use it just yet. So if you're cringing right now, it's totally understandable. I can totally see your faces like, why can't she just use the map to go there? Yes, I know that probably it's it's there because this is a 13-year-old game, and I would be really surprised if they haven't figured out a way for it to be connected to like interactive to all the players. But for someone who is just beginning to enjoy this type of games or genre, it's not that intuitive as they may thought it would be. It just made me think how complicated it was to navigate through all of the cities on desktop, but it can be simpler for some. mm, for me, this is just enough of a complexity for a mobile game. And what I really appreciate about the perfect world version is that you can customize the look as far as like the shaping or molding of the faces as well as the body. And for the costumes, of course, you have to buy them just like any other games. Buy the skins, buy the clothing, so that you would look very much different. Because if you're just going to stick on the quest. I mean, the items that you're going to get from the quest can just you are just going to look like anybody else on the perfect world. So if you want it to be as unique as you want it to be, then you have to spend money on it. So that is how wide as well the angle for the gameplay. I'm not sure if that is a good thing or not because sometimes I can't see myself on the screen already. And as I've mentioned, it's because I look just like any other characters in this game, except of course if you zoom in the face of my character, it's different. But our clothes are just the same, and it's hard to look at, especially when you are this tiny on the screen. You can adjust this one, but you wouldn't really think about it if you're already in the dungeon and you're already fighting monsters. Anyway, this is going to be the last clip of this video. The Katsu Sakurai dancing on I don't know what song, but comment down below.
向左，向右，向前。